Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on tonight's team call. It's already the end of May. And if you are going to Summit, hopefully you downloaded the Summit app because we are at, let me see if it's right. It doesn't want to load. There we go. 49 days away. So this app is awesome. It's going to get you pumped up. Only 49 days. 49 days is going to come by really fast. So even if you haven't even thought about going to Summit, there's still tickets. It's one of the biggest investments, not only for your business, but definitely for yourself and just meeting everyone, meeting the team, just feeling that energy's out of this world. So if you are going to Summit and you're in our Summit page, make sure that you check out the pin post. That's for the dinner. That's going to be, the RSVP is going to be coming up on that soon. So you can PayPal me. We're also doing the ghost tour. Make sure that you secure your spot. That's not being run through me. It's being run by the ghost tour. But things are going to book up quickly. So we have the date there and we have the time. Just follow the link. All the instructions are there. And then I'll also be posting t-shirts. Right now in the middle of getting the design for the t-shirt. So hopefully, what is it today? Tuesday. Definitely by Friday, I'll have the design, and then we can all kind of go for sizes and everything like that. Besides summits, what else did I want to talk about? For those of you that were not on the team call last week, we're not doing Coach Basics anymore where we put everyone into a group. It's going to be a step-by-step training. If you just go into our team page, go into the album section, you'll see step-by-step training. If you click on that, I just uploaded so far the new coach step-by-step training. I added the new coach email, and then I'll also be adding more training as I can get everything done. So keep your eyes out for that. Sean T Week and the 3-day refresh. And that's why I just jumped on the call at 8:30. I put up an event invite and I posted on our team page literally 2 seconds ago. We're going to have a team challenge just for that. So on June 5th, we're going to be doing the 3-day refresh. I will walk everybody through the 3-day refresh. If you guys know me, I'm the 3-day refresh queen. Even going, I think it was Summit last year, we were on the plane and I'm doing the 3-day refresh and everyone's give it a break. And I'm no, I'm going to finish my 3-day refresh. So starting June 5th, I'm going to walk everybody through the 3-day refresh, how to do it. So it's for you and it's for your challengers. It's for your customers. So I just posted the event invite in our team page. Make sure you go to it, you add people to it, and you start inviting. And then from the 3-day refresh, we're going to go right into Sean T Week, which is June 12th. So in that group, we're just going to stay in that group. We'll do the 3-day refresh. We'll have meal plans for everyone to follow going into Sean T Week. And then we'll have a lot of fun doing Sean T's killer workouts. And then hopefully that will get people to go into your summer challenge groups, right? So check that out. Hopefully you guys all listen to the National Wake Up Call. We're expanding into the United Kingdom, which is really, you guys have to see Beachbody is really tiny. You might not think of us as being a little tiny company, but we really are. We're only in 2 countries so far, and us expanding to the UK, into Europe and all that stuff, it's going to really, really start getting freaking exciting. And obviously I'm preaching to the choir because you're already here. You are kind of already, you're already signed up. So I don't need to tell you guys. But definitely let people know, obviously we can't sign up UK people yet, but you can say we're expanding into a whole new country with thousands and thousands and thousands of people that you can help. So if you're saying to yourself, I don't have anyone to help, you're going to have a whole freaking country of people to help. So get to work now, get into Facebook groups where there's UK people. There's tons of stuff. I'm part of one with Annie Sloan Chalk Paint. There's a bunch of UK people in those. All the dog groups I'm in, they have UK people in them. So we can't invite them yet to be in our groups or to be coaches, but we can add them as friends. We can form relationships with them. And then once we're able to invite them into the coaching opportunity or into our challenge groups, we'll already have that relationship kind of already built. So I think I posted yesterday, start by adding 5 UK people per day, start forming those relationships, and then use that for the people that are about to sign up now or kind of on the fence, say, hey, like, you want to get on this bandwagon before it freaking explodes. Like, how many people would have said, like, if I knew Apple was going to explode like this, I would definitely have bought some stock, right? Like, they have to think of that, or as Beachbody, as, you know, kind of being that big, because that's where we're going, right? I think that's all I have for now. But Leia is going to announce our awesome guest speaker for tonight, and I'll let Leia take it away.
Hi, everybody. All right, so I'm very excited to have Aulani. That's how you say your name, right? Aulani? Did I say it wrong? You're muted.
Yeah. So it's Lenny, but don't feel bad. Like, even my mother-in-law says it wrong, and I think
all right. Lenny, and I invited her. I saw some of her stuff in the Beachbody Champions page. Actually, I also you're part of you're in the Bearcat Tribe Leaders page. Who's your upline? Candace Calvin. Yeah. And we had Candace on a call, and then I think I was stalking Candace's page and I saw you on there. So, and you're hilarious. So I'm super excited to have Aulani on the call. She is a full-time working mom and wife. She has 2 girls that are 9 and 10. She works as a professional E&O underwriter. That's errors and omissions, because I used to be in the insurance industry. So as an underwriter, she's been coaching since March 2014. She's a 5-star diamond coach and a Success Club All-Star since as of last year. So she's going to be talking to us about branding, and you can take it away.
Yay. Thanks for the invite, and thank you guys for popping on to listen to, like, kind of like a no-name in this business. Because, I mean, you know, there's a bunch of 5 stars out there. So anywho, I'm super pumped. And, you know, every time you want to tackle something that you're kind of deathly afraid of, they say repetitions, right? So speaking on, even on my own team call, I squirrel a lot. I lose, like, I have no focus. So hopefully this helps me get better at it. Anywho, so I wanted to talk to you guys about branding, but before I even get into branding, I just want to grab a tiny bit and kind of like hammer down belief, because before you can try to brand and reach out to anyone, right, you have to believe not only in the amazing products that we promote, right, but you have to believe in you. And so I was kind of like, I was preparing for this call, and I was going back through notes, and I came across this I was in the Josh Coates training for a hot second. I didn't continue on to the next one. And so, but the portion that I did love from that training was this portion on belief. And he was saying that our beliefs of who we are a collection of our past experiences, right? So if you grew up, like I grew up being told nearly every single day, either from a family member or from a classmate or my sibling telling me, like, you are fat, right? And so my entire belief system, and I'm still trying to shed that ish, because like I'm still trying to knock that off, but like my entire belief system, I believed I was fat. Not that I had fat, but that I was, right? And so because our beliefs are based on repetition of what we go through, the only way to kind of undo that is to try to retrain your brain using positive experiences. And this sounds wicked corny, but you know, it may take a sticky note on your friggin' dashboard or on your mirror that says, you know, you are not, you know, you're not fat. You don't want to put a negative word up there, but you're fabulous, you're fit, whatever, like those positive affirmations, because of all those days of being told I was fat. Like, I've got to undo that with You're not, or whatever, like the positive affirmation. Are you guys with me so far? Okay. Sorry, I'm Greek, so the hands go like crazy. And so going through like using consistency and using that consistency to try to break through whatever your beliefs are. So when I'm talking about belief with respect to branding, like I'm talking about those negative beliefs, like I can't do this, I don't sell, I'm not creative, I'm not this, I'm not that. Like maybe that was what you've experienced in the past, but this is a new, like this opportunity has given you a new way to approach life. And so in order for you to do this business successfully, you've got to have that positive belief. And the reason why you have to have it is because there is no way you can teach or coach or mentor someone into thinking that they're amazing and great and they can do this if you yourself don't think you can do this. So that's my spiel on belief. Calm down, Aulani. All right. So the first thing on the branding part is I was super, like, I want everyone to be super inspired by the hashtag I am Team Beachbody, right? Like that was amazing. That those were a series of posts saying like who they were before and who they are now. But I want you to take that hashtag, like at those posts for face value. You are not Beachbody. And I'm saying this because you cannot be Beachbody on every single post on your Facebook page. You're not Beachbody, okay? Yes, the I Am Team Beachbody had an entirely separate, amazing thing, but for the purpose of this call, and for the purpose of branding, you are not Beachbody. You are a mom, a wife, a sister, or this or that. Like you are all the other things, and Beachbody is part of who you are, but you are not that. And so when you're posting, you know, I know we tell you guys, I tell my team, I tell myself, post 3 to 5 times a day. If it is Beachbody, like now I'm a friggin' infomercial. So Beachbody does a great job of marketing itself, right? They spend a lot of money and a lot of time. Like we don't need to market it. We need to share how it's helped us, but we don't need to market Beachbody, okay? We don't need to brand it. You are branding yourself. You're marketing yourself, who you are. And the reason why is that people can buy our products anywhere, right? Amazon, the website, infomercials, those damn ISO yard sale sites, right? Like people can buy our stuff anywhere, okay? The reason why they come to us is for us. It's not the little swoosh logo. It's not because Carl Deichler's face is there. It's because of us. And so we are like when we're putting ourselves out there, when we are branding, we are trying to attract people to us and not just Beachbody. You guys with me so far? Cool. So, when you are marketing, when you are branding yourselves, and I know this, I mean, I feel like I hear this all the time, but I'm going to say it anyways. Like you need to be yourself unapologetically, like who friggin' cares if people don't like you? Who cares? Do you guys think Beyonce's sweating someone who's like hating on her at the award show? No. Derek Jeter, because that's my boyfriend, he doesn't know yet. Derek Jeter wasn't sweating anyone who was, you know, talking smack about, you know, X, Y, and Z. Like successful people don't sweat the stupid ish that comes out of stupid people's mouths. Okay. So if you're going to post something and that's who you are, man, do it and like embrace it. So, you know, if you're trying to figure out like how to brand yourself, yes, definitely follow the top coaches. Okay. However, you are not like, for example, if I tried to post like that sweet Bonnie Angle, people would be like, who the hell are you? Like, what are you doing? That's not you. You know what I mean? Like, so look, like follow the top coaches to kind of see like how they're presenting stuff. And you'll see they don't spew Beachbody all the time. They talk about who they are, but let them be them and let you be you in your posts. Because if you're not being authentic, people will smell that from a mile away. And the other thing is this, is that being authentic is so much more powerful than trying to be someone else. It's so much more powerful than trying to be perfect. Perfect isn't relatable at all. It's not relatable. Okay. So when you're posting about, hey, woke up at 5 a.m. and ate everything right and I did everything right, if that's all you post about and you don't post about those days that are like, oh my gosh, I was on track and then boom, I motorboated an entire bowl of goldfish. Like, people need to see to be relatable. Like, do we fall off track? Yeah. Do we struggle with eating sometimes? Yup. If we don't post about those struggles, we are not being relatable. We are almost intimidating, like, oh, I could never do that. Right? And so being relatable and being you, like, those are huge. And then when you're trying to like nail down the branding, like, you need to like ask yourself, what sets you apart from everyone else? And it can't just be like, oh, I like to help people. Lots of people like to help people that aren't coaches. Like, what makes you different? Oh, I adore you too. Thanks. That means a lot. Sorry, see, squirrel moment. Regroup. Okay. So your likes, your dislikes, your struggles, like your go-tos. So for me, I've got really great things about my brand. And then I've got other things that are my weak. Sorry, my dogs are like batshit crazy right now. I've got other things that are my weakness, but it makes me relatable. So for example, if someone sees a workout post where a lady's pounding wine and lifting weights, I get tagged in it. Probably not coach of the year, but somebody's thinking of me when they see wine because I'm Greek. I like my wine and I like to work out, right? Sometimes someone will find a post about goldfish. Those things are the bane of my existence, and they're my favorite thing ever. I am not to be trusted with a bag of them, and people know that, and people will like tag me in like some kind of ridiculous goldfish post, or anything about motorboating, because that's how I like to explain doing something that I enjoy, which the visual on that is borderline ridiculous. And I'm friends with my pastor online, so I'm sure that he must like shake his head like this when he sees my post. But hey, I'm being me. Jesus loves me the way I am, so I'm going to keep posting like that. What else? What else do I do? So part of who you are could be like what you're doing like on a consistent basis. So if you are, if you're trying to show like the coach and the motivator in you, then you could, like, if you're going to do like a workout Wednesday, if you're going to do that, you friggin' own it and you show up every single day. Don't be the workout Wednesday girl. Here's coach blah, 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 and I'm going to give you a workout every Wednesday. And then one day, like 1 week, you forget. Look, I get life happens. I'm not talking about like emergency. But you can't just like drop off the face of the planet. Like, it's consistent. Like, you've got to be consistent in whatever your branding, value offering is. Does that make sense? Yeah. So for example, hi Bug. I am smitten with Donnie Wahlberg, like unhealthily smitten. But in the so every week I do a Wahlberg Wednesday post every single week. Last week, I'm not even going to go into it. Last week, life happened, and I completely dropped the ball, okay? But every week for almost 2 years now, I do a Wahlberg Wednesday. Now, in the beginning, I would do, hi, Bug. I would use Mark's pictures because all of Donnie's pictures had Jenny in it. I'm like, I don't want Jenny in my pictures. And then, so then people were tagging me in Mark pictures, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. I'm actually, aren't they cute? I'm actually a Donnie girl, so I have to now find all of these Donnie pictures, right? So anywho, not only did the Wahlbergs, did like real people, non-coach people catch on to the Wahlberg thing, but twice now, Donnie has commented on my post, and I've literally, and one was for her. All right, I love you, but you need to go. Goodbye. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Love you. Bye. Okay. So anyway, he commented on my stuff, and I was like, oh, so like, all right, I've nailed this part of my brand, right? So I've nailed the really bad, right? I'm the motorboating, goldfish loving, wine drinking queen. Go me. Hashtag goals. I've got the Wahlberg Wednesday going. And then this thing right here, this thing, I call it my pineapple, right? Now, I'm not like, who cares about me? I'm just trying to show you, like, there are things about you, the simple thing. Like, this freaking rat nest is like, now everybody sends me, non-coaches sends me pineapple stuff, tags me in pineapple stuff. I've had, like, people send me pineapple, like, stuff, and I'm like, cool. And it all stemmed from one day at Summit. It was during the Amy Silverman, I don't remember who she was with, but I sat and I was kind of in the back and I saw all of these hairdos. And I was like, that looks like a friggin' sea of pineapples, right? So I kept talking about pineapples. And if I had my hair like this and it looked like this, I would call it a distressed pineapple. Anywho, so now that's part of my brand, right? Now, why have the brand? Enough talking about me and my stupid brand stuff. Having that brand is like, it is your point of connection, right? So when you post stuff that is funny, like relatable, it could be the emotional stuff. Maybe you have a struggling child. Maybe you struggle, like whatever you're posting with, whatever your brand is, whoever you are putting your vibe out for your tribe, when people comment on your stuff or people like it, that's your open door to shoot them a note and say, hey, thanks. Thanks for the love on my post. Just saw your blah, blah, blah. How have you been, right? It makes the contacting people feel a little less icky because it doesn't matter. As a coach for three and ish years, I still feel icky sticky when I just reach out cold on Teams and I'm like, hi, just checking in. Like, it just feels unnatural to me, right? So a lot of the times if I'm using Teamsy, which if you guys haven't used it, it's pretty dope and it takes a lot of the guesswork out. But a lot of the times I'm like forever searching how am I going to connect with this person? Like, what can I talk about? But if you are making like solid brandy posts, like posts about who you are and posts that are getting engagement and people are liking and commenting, that opens the door for you to talk to them and be like, hey, and you don't need to bring up Beachbody. That issue is going to come up on itself naturally. The name of it. Teamsy. Oh, yeah. Teamsy. You get a month. I wish they were paying me for this. You get a month free as a trial. And then I think it's like $30 a month, which for a batshit crazy working mom like myself, somebody taking the guessing work out of my 5 a.m. power hour, like it's worth the $30 to me. Where was I going? Squirrel. Contacting people. All right. So talking to people, right? And so your conversations or their conversations about health and fitness are going to come up when they're ready. You don't have, unless it's a fitness post that you posted or a before and after or a meal prep, something that you could say, hey, would love to add you to my meal prep group, or hey, would love to share how I did this. If they're just liking on the picture of your kids and you're like, want to join my challenge group? Like, ew, like you're slimy. Like that's not the way to do it. Your amazing posts geared towards your brand is your open door to form with people. Those conversations will keep going. You will form with some people I've got one girl that I formed with for over a year before she decided to join my challenge group. Over a year. And then you're going to have the people who are like sold after just the first reply. You just don't know. But it all goes it all goes back to your branding and your posting, and your posting is your open door for people. I mean, when people like or comment, yes, it is absolutely okay for you to respond back. If they don't respond back, or they respond back negatively, guess what? Not your tribe. Move on. Not saying you have to unfriend them. Probably someone you want to take off the list. They may or may not come back to you for fitness help, but you don't need the negative BS. They reached, I mean, when they made the point to like or comment, the door was open, right? The ball was heading back to their court. So if you're not getting the right response, or if people are ignoring your messages, not your tribe. That's what I'm saying. Don't sweat the people who aren't your tribe. And the people who are like, people will surprise you. Like, don't make any assumptions when you're forming. Don't make any assumptions. You will be absolutely surprised with who actually is your tribe. You just have no idea until like you go through that forming process. So let's see what else. Am I going too fast? Does anyone have questions so far? Okay. So sorry, I'm like wicked squirrel. So going back to how do you figure out what your brand is? I mean, again, it could be something as simple as like relationally, like, are you a mom? Are you a mom of 2 girls? Are you a mom to a mom and a boy? Mom and a boy. A girl and a boy. Are you a twinny mom? Are you, do you have a huge family? Are you, sorry. Are you, do you have an ethnic background, right? Like, I can't stop talking with these hands and I have a big fat Greek name. And so like, is that part of who you are? Is, like, are you a hiker? Like, what other groups do you find yourself in besides the challenge groups? Like, are you a makeup person? Are you a dog person? Are you like, there are so many things that make that are like this perfect composition of who you are. And you just have to kind of explore it. And no, it's not always easy and not always identifiable. I was trying to like find some of my, build some of my cold market, because I feel like my warm market is like slimy and swampy at this point. So I was trying to go into like groups of like, who am I, right? So I'm like, I am a sarcastic MRFer, and I think I'm funny. And so I joined these like sarcasm and humor groups, and man, apparently I am a vile, nasty human being, because those are the people in those groups dropping C-bombs, like the ultimate insult if you're a chica, and just like nasty ass pictures. And I'm like, I mean, I'm funny, but I'm not like porno funny. So again, not my tribe. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time in that sarcastic funny group because, I don't like it. So it takes a little bit of like feeling out those other groups and spending time to form with those people. And so, okay, so let's say you come up, when you're making your post, when you're using your brand to make your posts, I want you to try to think about who you were before Beachbody. Like, and who you were is you were on this little island, and that island is going to feel very different for many, many people. There are some people who on this island, even from a business aspect, are going from rags to riches. I'm not on that island. I'm not even on the like, look at my insane transformation. But I am, me personally, I'm on the island of the girl who has always struggled with her weight, the girl who has always struggled with, not body image, the girl who emotionally eats, like, this is my island, right? And so like when I'm talking to my, they call it an avatar, when I'm talking to my person who I think is part of my tribe, I'm addressing all of those feels, what it felt like to be on that island, right? What it feels to, like, how it feels to look in the mirror and know you're being nonsensical, but still see what you see, right? So like there are some days where I'll look in the mirror, and even though I'm like a size 6, I still see the size 18 me, and it's that, like, so whatever those feelings are, wherever you are mentally on that island A, you need to like capture that and address those people, right? And so through this amazing business, through our amazing products, we're trying to help people get over to Island B. And Island B has a whole different set of feels, right? Island B has the accomplished island feeling, the overcoming feeling. And I'm not saying everything's fine and perfect on Island B, but we know how to deal with like the yuckies on Island A. Are you guys with me on these friggin' islands? Yeah? Okay. So, and so when you're posting, when you're making your posts, like, it's okay to post about the negative feelings you had on Island A. It's okay to post about those. But what you don't want to do is end that post or end that feeling with the feeling of just pure desperation. Like, I feel like when you're posting those, like, not a dark, well, I don't mean dark post in the sense of like another training, but like when you're posting these like gut-wrenching feelings, the end should have some kind of like aha moment. But then, right? So like I always try to think of like, okay, yes, I was depressed, I was sad, I was this, I was that, but I decided to say yes to just being put in a group to feel a part of something. Okay. Does that kind of make sense? Awesome. So, I think that's all I had for that. Okay. And just make sure when you're posting, like, you're using all of the feels. And if you're tearing up at the end of your post, like, good job. Like, you want to get down and dirty and show people, that you're human too, and that you have those feels. And sometimes you still feel like you're on Island A, but through the love and support of your challengers and your fellow coaches, you find yourself more on Island B. So, and then if you wanted to kind of like, one thing I try to challenge my coaches when they're like, I don't know what to post about. Like, what do I like? I'm trying to get engagement. I don't know what my brand is. What do I post about? So one of the things I had them do is post a picture of themselves, like holding up a 5 or whatever. If you can't come up with 5, hold up a 3. I don't care. Hold up a 2. Where you make a post where you say, here are 5 things that you don't know about me. Okay. Saying you had a hamster named Louie, not sure. I don't know what kind of response that would get. You want to like, and it's going to involve like kicking your comfort zone in the face for some of them. But that is going to be the kind of post that really, if you can kind of nail down who you are going after. So like for me, I would probably put, I'm an emotional eater would probably be the number one thing, right? Because of people responding to that or relating to it or liking it, that's who I'm trying to attract. I'm trying to help those people, right? Those are my Island A people that are doing that. So that's something I would challenge you guys to do, would be, if you're kind of trying to like feel out your brand, or feel out like what you're trying to attract, is do that 5 things you don't know about me. If 5 scares you, start with 3. And then use those likes and comments to just like honestly blow up your inbox with, conversations going back and forth and that forming happening. And then kind of like a side note, besides who you are, and besides your, if you have a team logo, great. Part of your brand is kind of like how you market yourself on, like, how do your posts look? And so there's this cool branding test. I think her name is, I had people Google it once or go straight to the site and it didn't work. So there's this quiz that you can take that will, it asks you a series of questions, and then it kind of gives you like who you are. Like, are you a warrior? Are you a lover? Are you the average girl, whatever. And besides that, like what you are, as far as like categorizing you, it gives you like power words that are associated with you. Like, are you fierce? Like, I think I got warrior, and like one of the words is like fierce, power, whatever. And so those are words that I kind of want to use, right? Because that's on that quiz. That was what, the multiple choice led me to. It gives you colors you should use. It gives you like fonts you could use. And so the name of the quiz, so you guys can write it down and then I'll talk more about it, is I would Google, her name is N as in Nancy, E-N-N-E. And then the last name is A-K-A-P-A-N. And that's a really cool questionnaire. I took it twice because the first time around, like there were some times where I was like, I kind of like this. There's nothing wrong with taking it twice. I wouldn't take it more than that because then you're just all over the place. But I think that if you took it twice and you nailed down, like I'm the lover and the warrior, you can grab your colors, you can grab your fonts, you can grab your badass words. And here's where all those play in. What you should try to do, and some days, I'm not going to lie, some days I do way better than others. Lately, not so much. But what you should try to do is I use, is it Rona Designs or whatever? And when I make the posts, when I'm on point and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, I will, so my colors were like gold and black and pink, and I haven't really used the pink because the glittery gold is like, ooh, shiny object. So I go after that. But if most of your posts look like if you make it look the same way using the same banner, the same font, whatever, on your like page or on your whatever profile page, like people will, even in, Scroll City, which most people get caught in, people will notice yours and stop because they're like, oh yeah, the gold and the black, that's a Lenny. Does that make sense? And then the other thing is that like, when you see amazing, like how many of you guys see posts on Pinterest and they like grab you to the depths of your soul and you must share? Cool. Stop sharing. Okay. Take the words, put it on your own post, meaning, if your colors are red, orange, and black, whatever your colors are, make your own post using that quote. Throw in your little watermark of like whatever, coach blah blah blah, and put it on Facebook, okay? Because if that post looks like your other post where it was like the selfie with the same color banner, whatever, people in Scroll City will stop at it. I don't know how many of you guys just notice, especially if you have like some people who follow your like page, some people are just serial sharers, right? All they do is share. And so, while that's good for you on your business page, what you don't want is for your page to look like you're a serial sharer. You want your page to look like this is coming from your mouth and from your heart and from your mind. So take a minute when you find the most epic amazeballs post to make it your own. End of story. That will totally help you. That will totally show that this is you and not just, teenager post number 54 from Pinterest. So I feel like I've rambled a lot, and I've definitely squirreled. I don't have ADD, but it might be adult onset. So I'm gonna pause and let you guys ask any questions if you have any. I hope that was helpful.
That was awesome. I have a question. So how did you learn all about your branding?
So
did you take trainings? Do you know this from your profession? Did you read books?
Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like, so I went to law school and I passed the bar and I never practiced a day in my life. And the only reason why I bring up law school is that law school definitely taught me how to think on my feet, right? Because if you didn't, you had several oh shit moments in front of many people. And so part of that has definitely helped me as far as coming up with content. For branding, I feel like just watching what other people do, I would watch Candace post about Italy. I would watch Candace post about the kids. I would watch Candace and I was like, wait a minute, I can do this. I can totally do this. I just have to make it me, right? And so I learned from watching her, but again, careful, like I told you guys, I'm not trying to be Candace. If I'm posting pictures of Italia, they're going to be like, you're not friggin' Italian. You don't even, I care about Italy, but not whoa, Italy. So watching and kind of picking up on how she was presenting herself. I also am taking the Jessie Regan training, which is invaluable. You just can't be an asshat like myself and stop at module 6 every time. And so, the good news is that when you're a member for life. So yippee skippy. I'm trying to get back into it, but here's my pile of excuses. I work full time. I just got a job with a longer friggin' commute. I've got a kid who struggles in school. I could go excuses all day, but that's not what we're here for. But anywho, that Jessie Regan training was amazing on, first of all, I felt like that branding quiz, that Nene, whatever her name is, was huge because it kind of gives you direction of okay, if I'm going to post a sweaty selfie, sweaty selfie, I haven't even had wine yet. If I'm going to post one of those, I'm not going to try to say it again, then I'm going to at least, make this look unique, right? There's only so many Shaco cups or, finish my workout. So you've kind of that was huge in helping make it unique and make it to me. And especially with the quotes, that was a game changer because I would find quotes on Pinterest and be like, this quote is my spirit animal. But I didn't want to look like the serial sharer. So another plug for Jessie Regan, that training is epic. If he has another he just did a free 7-day, which was amazing. It's invaluable stuff. It's just, you have to do it.
Yeah. I'm in that training. This is my second due. But that's why I did that quiz and it was spot on. So I was wondering if you did that also. I did, but like I said, I had to take 2 of them because there were so many which one do I pick? And also having giving you the info to go to Fiverr or even use that guy French to make your Facebook covers because it's your storefront. And so unless you are a
what is that, like a graphic designer who knows how to, like, when I try to like crop people in my pics, especially like, my boyfriend Johnny Wahlberg, like it looks like a child did it, but that's okay. That's my post, right? Not my storefront though. Like I couldn't superimpose myself on the storefront and make it look like, so.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Any other questions? I feel like I was all over the place and had a little bit of verbal diarrhea, but I feel like I got a lot of good stuff.
No, I think you gave absolutely great content. You gave a little bit of everything, which is always good. Anybody else with any questions or comments?
Oh, thank you.
Going once, going twice.
Where can I get the Facebook cover? Leah, you have French's contact info, right?
Yeah, I can share it with the team.
Yeah, the name. So the name of the branding is NENNEAKAPAN. The Jesse Regan training, I think, is called Social Team Builder. And then the dude's name is French, but don't contact French until you've taken the branding quiz, because he's going to ask you what those colors are. It will eliminate one extra step if you just take the quiz, and be ready with like what pictures you think you want him to use. So in mine, I definitely wanted a picture of like my girls and my husband. So, and then like the other thing, like don't sweat. Like if you don't have a professional photo, like don't let that stop you. Yes, at some point you definitely should, but find a good spot and good light and just take a picture and use it. Like don't let that hold you back. And the cover photos are like $40-$50. Like the next time around you use a professional photo, like don't let that stop you from having something look, solid, because that's your storefront.
All right, everyone. Aulani, thank you very much for
Thanks
this
for having me.
hilarious call. And you kept us all very engaged.
Oh, well, I'm glad.
All right, everyone. Good night.
Night. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.